What up? What up? What's going on, boys? Live and back. We are doing another mystery rebuild here, man. It's college football championship Saturday, man. It's a good day. Bama and Georgia playing right now, man, but wanted to get in and get live before the Michigan game. Lot of family stuff going on this weekend again, so kind of where it worked best. I held a vote for where we should go live. Even vote, 33 for each choice, so even. So I just made the call, going live at 5 today, so. Gonna give it a few, see if we can get somebody to join. Now, who's gonna join? We'll see. I know it's super last minute, man, so we'll just see who's joining today, man. But we have so far built the Buccaneers, the Broncos, the Cardinals, and now the Chargers, man. So 4 teams out of 32. We still have a long way to go. We want to rebuild every single team in the NFL in this series, man. We are now at number 5. We are going to spin the wheel, see who we get, man. It's probably going to be another 2-part series. So we're going to get through the first half and then do another. These take about 6 or 7 hours usually to complete. We go, 4 to 5 to 6 seasons sometimes. So want to, see what we can do here. And we're going to have our pick of the litter, man. We're going to see who we get. Hold off for a minute, see who joins, and get after it. All right. Steelers would be a good option, man. I wouldn't mind the Steelers. Wouldn't mind the Texans. Would be fun. The Bears would be a really good one. Be weird to get a Bills one or one with an elite franchise quarterback, like the Kansas City Chiefs would be really weird. Yeah, so we haven't gotten one of those. We did get the Chargers, who have Justin Herbert, and he developed into a 99 overall quarterback, but that was a really fun one. But I think we're gonna have a lot of opportunity to do whatever we can with whatever team we get stuck with. So let's get into it here shortly. Give it a couple more minutes for everybody to join, and then we will get after it. Alabama up 10-7, man. Who's going to win that one? Georgia just missed a 50-yarder to tie it up. Alabama's getting the ball back. Yeesh, man. Really, really, really do not want Alabama to win that. All right, man. We are going to spin the wheel here and see who we get, man. We're going to hopefully get a good team that we can rebuild. I'm hoping for a young team with some building blocks. The Chargers' complete overhaul was a bit of a task, but, I'm up for the challenge, man. So without further ado, boys, let's get after it. Go to screen share, get the wheel on the board, and see what we can do, man. So here we go. All right. Without further ado, boys, let's get right into it, man. We're going to spin the wheel. Here we go. Los Angeles Rams. Okay. We are rebuilding the LA Rams. And hopefully, should be a pretty good one, man. I mean, the LA Rams are a team that has some good young pieces. Puka Nacua has some aging pieces that will be worth a lot of draft capital and potential trades, and that is Cooper Kupp, Aaron Donald, etc. So this is a team that we are thinking about building for the future. It's not a win-now team. They went all out for a couple of these pieces to try and win the Super Bowl with Stafford, and they did just that. But a lot of people will be on the move, so let's get right into this. And our custom coach will be... Who are we going to use this time? Who are we going to use this time? John Pollock's in here. John, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you joining, dog. We are rebuilding the LA Rams. Oh, shoot. I'm still screen sharing. Shit. Whoops. Okay, thought my screen was sharing the whole time. We are rebuilding the LA Rams now, and our coach will be... I'm trying to think of a hilarious name real quick. Brain is a little bit discombobulated, man. We're just rolling with the punches here. Dude, insane name. Roberto Superiorson is your coach. No, it doesn't make sense. It's not supposed to. All right, now, I mean, obviously we can just put anybody. Usually we just choose a random one. How about this guy? This looks like Roberto Superiorson. And he's going to be a tiny guy. 5'5", 160 pounds, and ready to lead the LA Rams to the Super Bowl. John, absolutely they're a weird team. It should be a fun rebuild. It should be a fun rebuild, man. Love the name. Yeah. Roberto Superiorson. Not a name. Not a real name. Let's get the league settings going. All Madden sim. I like to put the sim all the way up to 15 minutes, I feel like. Obviously, I think a lot of this is going to be reader depth chart manual, league advancement manual, manage practice reps, going to be auto, scout players, auto, contract negotiations will be manual, preseason cut days, manual. So many times they have cut players that I need, and I hate that. Injury management is going to be... think auto, because I don't want, if you do manual, then you have to manually come back in and put someone back in the lineup. Off-season free agent bidding manual, trades and free agency manual, weekly training will be auto. So a little bit of both. Auto progress talents, players, tutorial is off. Pre-existing injuries is off. Draft timer is off. I think that is it for any changes. Now, development trait regression. We are going to keep it consistent. We've had this off for the rest of the rebuilds. We will continue to have that off. Just feel like it makes it a little bit more fun, adds more value to the older, aging players who are still really good. So, let's get right into it, boys. We are heading into year one Rams rebuild. Okay. Now, we do have a mentor rookie and some upgrades, but let's take a look at the lineup of this Rams team and some potential moves that we might make, along with some other things. Now, players to build around. Puka Nacua, obviously. Star rookie, superstar development. You know, as the year has gone on, he's gotten a lot better. And I don't think before, when Madden first came out, he was not superstar. He was like a normal development player. So he's just really come along. Only 22 years old, 81 overall superstar. He will be a crucial part of this rebuild and the offense. John said, I have to deal with the New York Giants. Why does the wheel hate me? Do you spin the wheel every single time we do this? Do you spin the wheel with me? Because that's awesome, dude. That is awesome. New York Giants are a mess, but they've got some good pieces to be excited about. So, Avila is a good young rookie. Steve Avila out of TCU. He'll be good to build around as well. But as for the rest of this team, need big-time help at left tackle. Kevin Dotson, I believe, is aging. No, he's only 26. I thought he was a lot older. Okay, so he's not bad either. Rob Havenstein is getting old. He's got gray hair. 31 years old. And Tyler Higbee also closing in on 30. Yeah, he is 30. Oh my God. I mean, a lot needs to be moved. Matt Stafford, Carson Wentz need to be moved. Kyron Williams, normal development, is only 23 though. 77 overall. Only 86 speed. He's really good in real life and been crushing it, but honestly, probably not someone that will be a crucial part of this rebuild. We'll probably look to draft a running back, which is honestly something we really haven't done in any of these rebuilds, is spend draft capital on a running back. I think it's super fun to do. I saw it in Bengals Falcons franchise. I don't know if you guys caught that one. The offseason, dude, his draft class had an 87 overall generational running back. Unreal, dude. So, I mean, you can find them this year. But anyways, Cooper Kupp, 92 overall, X-Factor receivers, 30 years old. He's going to fetch a ton of capital. Not sure what his contract's looking like, but he's going to be able to fetch us some good picks probably, or another player. As for the defense, it's very bad, dude. Defensively at corner, we don't really have anybody that's serviceable at all. Akello Witherspoon has been good, but he's 28. He's been really good in real life, but he's 28 years old now. Darian Kendrick, Travius, Hodges Tomlinson, really good out of TCU. Just not someone we can really build and develop in this game. Safeties, John Johnson, Jordan Fuller, they're both getting older. Byron Young is a player I like to build around, outside linebacker. And then outside of him, like Jones here, Ernest Jones is 23. He's someone that will probably be around, but he's only 82 speed. Like, these guys are slow as hell. So, I don't know. Maybe tough. John Johnson. There's going to be a ton of trading in this rebuild. And absolutely will be looking to make most of these guys be on the move. So, John Pollock, I might try to build around Daniel Jones, but if he sucks, he's gone. Best of luck to you about that one, bro. He may be very tough to build around, but maybe easier in simulation than in the real game. So, Puka Nacua is someone I can't wait to work with. I think he has a high ceiling. I want to do what I can to help him reach it. I mean, I think he can make an immediate impact, dude. Puka's going to tear it up, dude. So let's get into training camp, man. I do have some upgrades here, so we're going to upgrade some players. Now, heading into training camp, I feel like we know we don't really care about the quarterback position because we're probably going to be... A lot of these guys are probably going to be on the move, and even right now. Like, actually, before we even get into training camp, I want to see what the contract position is for a lot of these guys and who can we move right now and who do we have to wait on. So, Cooper Kupp, we only eat a $4.4 million penalty by moving. And as for everyone else, oh my God, we eat a $74 million penalty by moving Matt Stafford. So it's not really an option this year, unfortunately. He might actually retire after this year too. The only player we can really move on from without tremendous casualty is Cooper Kupp. So that really, really sucks. Yeah. Okay, we're not really going to be able to do much of anything in year one just because of contracts. We probably will trade Cooper Kupp, but I guess we're not. Yeah, I'm just going to let Matt Stafford be Matt Stafford, but we can start to develop Kyren Williams. Now, if he can get an upgrade to star development, there could be something there. You know, not normal development, 77 overall is not great, but he's still pretty good. I mean, 86 speed is really bad, but maybe, oh my God, that's not what we want to see. Fullback didn't block either of the guys. Oh my God, can you block? Jesus. Fullback is just not really blocking. We're not going to have enough time to get gold here. He's not blocking. He just ran right past that dude's face. Still almost got caught there. Kyron's 86 speed is really, really limiting. Yep, we did not get gold. Got silver, and we're just going to continue with that, man. Kyron will get a boost up to... Oh, no, he just gets XP. Okay, we definitely should have gone for gold, but whatever. This is going to be Puka Nacua. Now, Tutu Atwell, 75 overall, only 23 years old. But normal development. I want to continue to build Puka, dude. He's going to be the most crucial part of this rebuild. He's a 22-year-old superstar development receiver. I mean, he has to be probably the most important player in this entire rebuild. Now, drafting a really good... How is he out of bounds? Drafting a good replacement for Matt Stafford is going to be paramount in the first few years. Even if we can't trade him right now, we have to think that we're probably not going to be very good in the beginning. Probably going to be like a 5-win team, especially if we move Kupp. Defense sucks. Offense sucks. So we are going to have our hands full. Just going to be very, very important to draft extremely well. Puka's cooking. There we go. Almost up to gold here. And if y'all are in here, man, and you guys enjoy these streams, dude, please drop a like, bro. It helps a lot and really helps out the algorithm and other people finding these videos, dude. So I appreciate you guys, man. And always appreciate y'all always, you know, stopping by, hopping in here, and hanging out with me. All right. Closing in here for Puka. Easy gold. He's going to get an upgrade up to 82 overall. Let's go, baby. Going to go up to 82 there. And then another wide receiver. I mean, I guess if we do Cooper Kupp, like, he'll just get that much more trade value. But I think I do actually want to use this on Tutu Atwell. Now, if he can get a development trade upgrade from 76, 23 years old, there's still maybe something there. You know, he's going to be really cheap, and he's actually pretty fast, so there could be something there. Could Tutu Atwell and Puka end up being the new dynamic duo with the exit of Cooper Kupp, man? We're going to find out here. Hopefully Stafford will be a good segue into the next generation, but also still have a good enough ability to allow them to develop at an elite level. How is he out of bounds, dude? He didn't get feet in? That's crazy. All right, good shit. Good shit, man. Another skill point. There we go. Now, trench battle. It's got to be Byron Young. I think that's probably the main. Byron Young's a 25-year-old rookie? Oh, my God. I did not know he was that old. That sucks. That really, really sucks. I mean, still want to develop him, but 25-year-old rookie is really a bummer, man. That's pretty damn old for NFL rookie. Dude, we can't get block sheds here. There we go. Your O-line is so bad. Yeah, the Giants O-line sucks, dude. I'm not in a much better situation here on the Rams, though. I'm not going to lie. +1. Chuck him into a blender. I'm going at... Oh, Jesus. There we go. Dude. Why do they propel into me? Chuck him. His legs are gone. All right, gold for Byron Young. Hopefully he gets a development trade upgrade at 25 years old. He needs it, man. He's 4 years behind where a lot of rookies would be at his position. It's crazy, dude. Ernest Jones, let's see if we can get him one. 77 overall, 23-year-old. Second-year player? Third-year player? You're telling me Kyron Williams is stiff-arming him off? Bullshit. Okay. All right. Decided, you gotta shake it out, shake it out a little bit. There we go. Big time shot by Ernest Jones. I really, John, I like my core of young players on defense. Oh my God. How is it even possible to keep your multiplier in this drill? I don't understand. You'll get stiff armed by anyone and everyone. Like there. Kyron Williams is a normal development running back. He's just stiff arming me to the turf. I gotta Google how to do this drill because it really bothers me every single time. All right, this is my last time retrying, man. This drill is usually a lost cause, but it just really, I just want to get it so badly. Again, all right, I'm lying. That'd be a good challenge. Do this drill until I get gold. We'd be here all fucking night. Maybe just spear diving at people works. It's working so far. Didn't work that time, and we just lost a ×4 multiplier, bro. What a joke. Got bronze. Didn't work that time. Dude, this is impossible to get gold. There's no, you're not fooling me. If anybody gets gold on this, they're lying. We got ×5 multiplier here. Where am I going? I dove straight and he flung straight left. Jesus. There goes the multiplier. Hitting him in the backfield every time, but because we're losing our multiplier so often, we're not going to be... It's going to be really hard to get silver here. Wrap up tackle. Let's go. Okay, we're really close to silver here. We got silver, baby. Come on. One of our best reps. Okay, if we get it to stop here, we could actually maybe get gold. Gotta get a stop here. Gotta get a stop here. Come on. No! 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 It's the last rep. We would have got gold. 800 short. Needed one stop. We dove and he stiff arms us into the turf. Oh my God. I'm going to take that silver. I think we got a good strategy going, but man, that's the hardest drill in this game. I think that's even harder than the coverage one, but is there even a corner that we care about developing is my question. Kobe Durant's already 25. Darian Kendrick is 23 years old, only 73 overall normal development. Jordan Fuller, I guess, at 25 star development is probably who we care about the most. We'll do him. John hasn't got it gold on that one yet either, bro. Yeah, that one's impossible, dude. I wouldn't expect you to, but it's good to know I'm not alone here. And Jordan Fuller can't cover. He's blind. There it is. There we go. Jordan Fuller getting a development trade upgrade would be huge. Good breakup. These ones are stupid easy, and like the rushing one is pretty damn easy. Oh my God. How, dude, as I say that, how is that not intercepted is my thing. We got to get knockouts or picks on each of the last reps. There it is. Got to really cut down on that. All right, it's got to be a breakup. We're so close to gold. There we go. Clutched it for gold for Jordan Fuller. He gets a skill point upgrade. No development trade upgrades. DB battle, red zone defense, man. I'm not even going to bother with it. It's just nearly impossible, and we don't really have anybody we care about developing that much. So, training camp is over, man, and we are headed to the regular season. Let's go. Okay, regular season year 1, boys, and I don't expect us to be very good at all. 4 wins is our goal here, and it probably is not going to be a pretty one. Now, choose the draft class, auto-generated rookies. Okay, a pair of outside linebackers at the top of the board. Clark DePofi and, dude, some of these names. Clark DePofi, LeBrian Jeffries. Remember DeColdest? Is he back? DeColdest, but should be some interesting prospects. This outside linebacker is 6'5", 237. 237? That's really, really skinny for a 6'5" linebacker. So that'll be a really interesting prospect. But John, Deonte Banks will be a superstar. You should be able to get him there, dude. Just keep putting him at CB1. Develop him. He's got the speed. Okay, so let's get some upgrades, and then we are going to move some players, man. I don't really want to beat around the bush with that. I want to get picks. I want to get players. Whoever's pretty much up. Going to recheck the salaries and then see who's on the move here. Now, again, it was Cooper Kupp, who was a $4 million penalty, but I want to clear 27, 26, and 20. Yeah, I want to clear 20+ million off the books each of the next years. He is on a 5-year deal right now. and we can get out for only $4 million penalty seems like a steal. So there are other places we can save money. You know, 25-year-old Hunter Long will save $1 million by cutting. Demarcus Robinson saves $1 million by cutting. Laurel Murchison. Like, we can just start cutting some of these bad guys. I mean, yeah, I mean, we're going to have opportunity to clear up some money, but I do think that Cooper Kupp, I want this team to underperform and get a shot at a top player next year, and so that's going to start with trading Cooper Kupp in week 1. Now, Cooper Kupp is very, very good. 92 overall X factor. We have dev trait regression off, so he's not going to regress as quickly, but he's beginning to regress, and even with X factor, he'll probably be in the high to mid 80s after next year. I want to capitalize on the draft capital that we can get for him right now, and so there's got to be green interest for him. I'd be blown away if there wasn't green interest somewhere. Really? Really? A 92 overall X factor receiver does not have good interest, does not have green interest from a single team. That blows my mind, actually. That blows my mind. Could we trade for Pat Surtain? I mean, this will never go through, but would it even be close? It's not. Yeah, it's not close at all. What's a team that we think is going to be very, very bad? That's who I want to trade with. One of the worst rosters in the league is the Cardinals. That's who I want to trade with. And I think we're going to try and trade. I mean, they're not going to give me 2 first-rounders for him, but would they give me a first and like a second-round pick? Pretty damn close. Think we're going to be able to add someone else to this maybe and then get somebody else in here. So corner's a big need for them. This is a Kello Witherspoon on a 1-year deal. Does this move the needle at all? It does. Okay. How about we also give you a 5th rounder? Interesting. Interesting. Could give him another player. Like, who else was on the one that we wanted to move? That there wasn't it? It was someone really bad. It was like Laurel Murchison or something. They do need a defensive end. That doesn't do anything. Okay, yeah, it didn't move the needle at all. I think we are just going to give them picks. And so I think a 5th and a 6th this year is fine. It still doesn't move the needle enough. I don't want to give up anybody decent. And I don't want to give up... Like, Higbee might be a significant penalty here. But he is 30. Can only trade 3 players. So we do have to be smart here, but I think we're going to be able to pick up a ton of draft capital here. Oh man, it's so close. So essentially, if we made this trade, we'd be exchanging a third next year for a third this year. We trade 2/4 over next year and the year after, and then think about that, and maybe like Tyler Higbee and Ahkello Witherspoon for a second round pick, and then Cooper Kupp straight up for a first round pick. Now I'm trying to see what's better. Would we be better off hanging on to all these picks and just trade for a first? Or Taj Starks is the best name in the draft. You remember were you on the one where I did it and his name was DeColdest? It's like DeColdest Simmons or something like that. Ahkello Witherspoon. Dude, I might just try Cooper Kupp for a first round pick straight up. Might be better, but we can offload a ton of these guys that are bleeding us money. Wonder if we pull off the third rounder and we keep our picks, if we can just put like a fifth in here. No? How about we just get rid of the fifth? Does that do it? Damn it, dude. You remember him. Nice, dude. Let's go. Okay, man. This is a tough choice, man. We're very, very close on this trade. Now, I think it's going to take a little bit more, and it's going to be just to get up to number one. It's essentially a very top of the second round pick and then a top of the draft pick for essentially offloading 28, 30, and 30-year-old players. So it's kind of highway robbery in my opinion. I mean, Cooper Kupp is good for a contender. Cardinals are not a contender, so there's no way they would make this trade. But I do think I'm willing to give a fourth-round pick. I don't think I'd go any higher. Oh, man. I mean, just offload a seventh next year. That'll do it. Don't have one, but we got 2 6 next year. Done deal. Huge trade. Cooper Kupp, Ahkello Witherspoon, Tyler Higbee, a fourth this year and a sixth next year. Give us the projected number 2 overall pick from the Cardinals and the projected number 35 overall pick this year as well. So a first and a second round pick for essentially clearing out old age. And now we are just riding, man. We're not relocating, although it could be an option as there are 2 teams in LA, but that is a lot to deal with. Maybe we will relocate. Could be kind of fun. Now, it's going to really open up the door for Tutu and Puka Nacua to take over. But on defense, we traded our top corner. We have no corners. So, there's not really a lot here at all. We're going to be really, really bad, and that's exactly how I want it to go. So, let's hire and assign our scouts and, get into the year. Let's get into the rebuild. Obviously, we're going to fire all the scouts first and then go from there. Do this every time. Okay. National region strengths. Left tackle is a position of need for us, along with wide receiver and corner. Now, I would say their 2 top players are outside linebackers, which we need help at, and I am very intrigued at. Now, there is a top quarterback as well. We need quarterback, but offensive tackle, big position of need. Corner is a big position of need. Wide receiver, a position of need, but not as much. I think we are going to focus on tackle. I think tackle is going to be a big focus for us, and I'm fine with that. Is QB and offensive tackle an option? We'll do offensive tackle and outside linebacker. I think that'll be a good option. Why don't we do a 3-star for that? The 2 top players in the draft are outside linebackers. I'm good with that. And that will be our 3-star focus. Now, West region. is strong. Outside linebacker and left tackle, so we'll do that again. Might just be a big-time focus for us. Let's get this guy. Click the wrong one. All right. West has outside linebacker, offensive tackle. Central region will be left end and right end is the strength of this one. Now there is one corner, but I still think that building up the front seven is probably going to be more important. So we're going to go with D end right now. And maybe do it's another let me just make sure DT is not a weakness. Looks like there is an outside linebacker, so we could do defensive end and outside linebacker here. Is a 3-star there, but we already did our 3-star. So defensive end, outside linebacker, 1-star. I'm good with that. That's going to be our central guy. Northeast region is going to be corner and wide receiver, man. I mean, I don't see much of them in there, but we need to spread our guys around. Now, I do see the top prospects, again, are outside linebacker and offensive tackle. Now, we are going to be bad. We're going to have 2 top picks potentially with the Cardinals and us. Like, could go all in for those guys and just hope that they're really good. But then again, I think we would just need a little bit of diversity in that realm. So we are going to go for corner and wide receiver here. And we're going to put a 2-star here in the Northeast. The final Southeast region will be left tackle and left end is the strength. Now we're going to go back to tackle. Tackle and end is going to be your Southeast. Need that. And that's going to be a 1-star here. There we go, baby. John, you see a top 5 cornerback in my draft or your draft? All right. Scouts are set, man. Nothing left to do. This team sucks. Let's go to the midseason mark and see how bad it is. Your draft. Gotcha. All right. 1-6 at the midseason mark. We stink. Oh, man, are we bad. Now, we do have 18 players ready to negotiate. And let's go look at mock draft 2. We are projected with the number 2 overall pick to take Sheldon Yates. And then again at number 4 to take Brian Smith. Now, let's go look at these prospects because that tackle looked pretty damn good. He looked pretty damn good. We do get to choose our scouting national focus, and that is depending on what we see here. John, Michigan better kill Iowa tonight. Absolutely, bro. Go blue. We will be having a hard cutoff of this at like 7:55 because I'm going to go watch the Michigan game. So, and you should too. Go blue. We're going to crush them. FPI percent chance, 96% chance to win. I don't want to jinx it, but man, I feel pretty good about that. So, taking a look at these, Jason Redding looks like a bust. But Sheldon Yates, A to C, pass block, and run block. 22 years old, out of Oregon. Decent to solid strength, not great, but looks to be a good athlete. Good change of direction. A, awareness, A, impact block, A, injury, A, run block power, B, run block, or B, run block power, A to C run block, A to C. Yeah, I mean, a lot of unknown. I just need to know more about him. I think that the focus position should probably be tackle. Let's look at these defensive ends we looked at. So he's going to be a position of focus for us. Dwight Reed is a speed rusher. He's one of the top speed rushers. A bunch of traits. Good God. Insane athlete. Great to elite strength. Great to elite speed. Great to elite jumping. Good to great acceleration. A, finesse move. C, power move. A to C, pretty much everything that he needs. Want to keep looking at him. Want to know more about these guys. Nick Gray, also 22 years old at LSU. Amazing athlete as well. Amazing athlete. Really fast downhill guy. A to C finesse move. A hit power. B pursuit. B power move. A play rec. Now, is he a power rusher or speed rusher? He's a speed rusher with B power move. Nick Gray could be incredible. B to D block shed, not as good. But I'm debating whether I want our focus position to be outside linebacker or defense or tackle. Because there's a lot of really good linebackers. Brian Smith, 21 years old out of Mizzou. Amazing athlete as well. This is a crazy... I mean, he only has B to D awareness, but does have A finesse move, A to C power move. Quarterback here, Clark DePofi, top 5 guy. The rest of them are shit. He's a field general quarterback, great to elite throw power and strength. Still solid to good speed, really bad acceleration. A under pressure. Looks to actually be pretty decent, not going to lie. And we do need a quarterback to build around, so Clark DePofi could be someone worth looking at. But I think we are going to focus... It's going to be either tackle or... Yeah. We just need to know more about some of these guys. Brent Feldman down the board looks intriguing. 0-6, that just poopy? The fuck? Yeah, you start out 0-6, bro. That's good, man. You got it. You want to start bad, bro. Got to get good draft picks. A awareness, A lead block, B run block. Not much of a finesse guy. I don't know. I think we're going to go outside linebackers. Some of those freak outside linebackers just looked so good. I think we're going to focus on outside linebacker as our scouting national focus. Okay. All right. Now, players ready to negotiate. Let's just see, is there anybody that we're even worried about? Jordan Fuller, 25 years old. That is actually somebody I do want to hang on to. Would like to get him back on a 4-year deal. He's a 79 overall, star development. He's back. Kevin Dotson, also somebody I want back. I'd be comfortable bringing back for 3 years. He's back. John Johnson is someone I would be interested trading right now. Michael Holt, don't care. None of these guys I care about. So I might actually look to move John Johnson right now. He is 27 though. Like, he's still 78 overall is serviceable until we can get a replacement. But then again, like, do we just rip the Band-Aid off? We're going to pay him $5 million per year on a 2-year deal. Or we could just trade him for like a 3rd-round pick and just be utter dog shit. But we can replace him in free agency and use that money somewhere else. I think that's probably what we're going to do. Let me see if I can get any offers for him. There any offers for him? Center, 74 overall, Ryan Bates, and a 7th round pick. No, I want... I want to get at least like a third-round pick for him. A lot of teams can take him. There's no yellow interest across the league for him. Like to look for a team that's probably not doing very well. Maybe the Giants. Or a team that one of their bigger needs is safety. Free safety. Patriots, big need. Can we get somebody decent or somebody young? Can we get a third-round pick for him? Done deal. John Johnson is gone. We have gotten the Patriots' third-round pick. I'm pretty happy about that. He's 27 years old. Was still decent, but I want this team to be as bad as possible. And hopefully we will be easily able to replace him. Let's make Byron Young even better of a rusher. He needs to develop very quickly, man, and hopefully he has some decent numbers to go with that. So let's advance to the end of the season and see how these prospects end up looking, as well as how bad. Are we going to win another game? Four and 13, John, beat you, bro. Our team was worse. 4 and 13, man, and we should be at the bottom of the league as far as standings goes for the #1 overall pick. Let's go look in the NFL. We are the number 31 team. Now the Cardinals ended up being the number 21. So that pick is actually going to be much better. We have the number 2 overall pick. The Commanders were much worse. Usually the Cardinals are terrible in simulations. So that's fine. But we will be picking somewhere in the middle of the first round in addition to the end. So Puka Nacua did get a new ability unlocked. Interesting. He went up a couple of that many overalls. Puka Nacua up to an 85 overall. Avila, not much development on this team. We won 4 games. We probably were just really, really bad. Where the hell is Jordan Fuller? Is he injured? We re-signed him. Where the hell is he? He must be injured. He's uninjured. Get him back in the game. He's uninjured, but he's out of the lineup. How long has he not been playing? My God, dude. Okay, we have to change this back to manual because the computer will do this sometimes. They'll just leave a guy on injury report and he'll just not be in your lineup. So, got to put that on manual. So annoying, dude. I don't know why they fucking do that shit. We got pick 4. Oh boy, I'm in an odd spot. 4's not bad, but it's going to cost you a ton to trade up to #1 if that's even in your realm of possibility. We did that in the Chargers rebuild, I believe, and it cost us so much. So, should be able to get Jordan Fuller off. I'm going to simulate to the Super Bowl here. Should get any development trade upgrades, and we are going to look at the season stats for Season 1. So, Season 1 stats, man. Let's take a look. Matt Stafford actually not terrible. 3,900 yards, 20 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. A lot of picks, but not really that terrible. Kyron Williams, 880 yards and 7 TDs. Receiving Puka Nacua, 92 receptions for 1,100 yards and 4 touchdowns. Might be in contention for Rookie of the Year. Tutu Atwell, 68 for 892 and 4 touchdowns. Demarcus Robinson, third. Hunter Long actually had 3 touchdowns, 500 yards. Not bad. Defensively, holy, Aaron Donald, 22.5 sacks for Aaron Donald on a 4-13 team is crazy. Byron Young had 9.5 sacks as a rookie. Still very, very good. And then it drops off to 5 for Michael Hogt. Interceptions, Duke Shelley led the team with 3. Christian Roseboom had 1. Jordan Fuller had 1. Kendrick had 1. Russ Yeast had 1. Okay. So, we had the 25th ranked offensive yards off. We had the 25th ranked offense and the 9th ranked defense on a yards basis, man. We were not good, but could you expect us to be? Daniel Jones and picks to Las Vegas for pick 10. How many picks? We should expect Byron Young gets an upgrade here, and he goes up to... Hold on. He was a normal development player. He got 2 development trade upgrades in 1 year? So he got... Oh my God! I have not seen this yet this year. He got a star development trade increased upgrade. And then for winning defensive rookie of the year on top of that, he moves up to superstar development back to back in sequence. In sequence. That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sorry, I had to take care of something. He got 2 development trade upgrades back to back. I don't think I've seen that all year, and now he's a player we can absolutely build around, man. Crazy speed at outside linebacker, 92 speed. Good power moves, great acceleration. 26 years old, superstar development, man. He is a huge piece of this rebuild. Let's freaking go, baby. Oh, my God. And now up to 81 power moves. That's unbelievable, man. I mean, didn't even know that was possible. So, yearly awards here for the NFC here. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Jaden Reed of the Packers. However, Puka Nacua did finish 4th. Thought he had a chance, but no cigar, man. Bijan was number 2. Defensive Rookie of the Year was Byron Young, and he did get the development trade upgrade. 9.5 sacks was enough to get the job done. Now, advancing Packers and Ravens in the Super Bowl. Who's going to come out on top, baby? '23 season recap here in year 1. Ravens beat the Packers 24-21 in the Super Bowl. Odafe Owe is your Super Bowl MVP. I swear this year, more defensive players win Super Bowl MVP than offensive every single time. Patrick Mahomes is your NFL MVP. Kyle Shanahan of the 49ers is your Coach of the Year. Brandon Ayuk, Offensive Player of the Year. Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year. Okay. Rashee Rice, Offensive Rookie for the Chiefs. And Byron Young was your Defensive Rookie for the Rams, dude. Big time moves. And for a 4-13 team to get the Defensive Rookie of the Year, that's something to feel really good about, man. That's something to feel very, very good about heading into year 2. And we've got a pair of first-round picks. We also have we have a couple second-round picks as well. So, should feel pretty good about that. Now, 2023 retirements. Did Aaron Donald retire? No Ram retirements, and that's great news for us. John said, will the Jets win the Super Bowl over the Falcons? Way different than what ours looked like, man. That's a pretty wild one through simulation. But let's advance to the re-signing period here. You got to take Taj Starks, man. You got to take him for the name alone. Now, looking at the mock draft here, where values lie in mock draft 3, we're going to get into mock draft 4 and 5 here soon, but we're projected to take Sheldon Yates. Doug Herrick, pass rusher out of Mizzou, has worked his way up to number 1. Definitely been a big shakeup in the rankings since we started this. Nick Gray all the way down at number 7. LeBrian Jeffries at number 8. Clark DePofi, projected top 5, isn't projected to go until number 10. Pretty unbelievable. Henry Ingram, a corner with D catching and D man coverage, is projected to go at number 5. Now, Dwight Reed was a player we felt really, really good about. We've got 95% completion on him. He's the projected number 1 player on the board, not projected to go until number 3. We're sandwiched right between those picks. I'm excited for combine time. He's got A, awareness, A, finesse move, A, impact block, B, hit power, B, pursuit, B, play rec, and looks like a crazy athlete. So just going to come down to, we need best player available at every position. Obviously, need to know more about Sheldon Yates. Much, much more, dude. I need to know much more about him to take him. I'm just not comfortable taking a shot on a tackle. You can get really, really screwed, and it just could end up coming back to bite us in the ass. So, John, a finesse move, A tackle. He's a DT who's 6'2", 309, 21 years old from Clemson. Sounds like a stud, bro. A finesse move, A tackle, solid. Pay attention to block shed for a DT for sure as well. Now, I don't think there's anybody ready that we want to re-sign here. I think everybody was pretty crap. Shelley did get a couple of picks last year. Is he somebody? No, he's 27. No. A, hit power. Sounds like a dog. Sounds like you find a pretty good defensive tackle there. Heading to free agency in year 1, man. What can we do? Don't have a ton of money, but I expect us to be able to sign some people because we've got a ton of money on the way out here. And it's a pretty great free agency class from what I can see. Tony Pollard, superstar development running back, 27 years old. Is intriguing. Christian Wilkins, 28-year-old pass rusher. Looks like a lot of teams had similar ideas with shipping their older players out. Now, Grant Delpit, kind of the reason we let John Johnson go and kind of exactly what we were looking for. 25-year-old superstar development strong safety. 83 overall. And we're going to offer him a deal. He doesn't really want to be here. We don't have a franchise quarterback. It's too late to sign a mentor at the position. So we are going to have to go with overpaying him a little bit. But he's going to be really, really good. That wasn't really enough. I don't know if we're going to be able to be in contention for him. We are number 2 right now. I'm not going to pay him $10 million per year for a safety. The most I'll pay him is like this much, like 9.3. Jose, did Madden update Puka's overall? I think they did, bro. He's up to an 81 when we started this thing, and now after 1 year, he's up to an 85 superstar. So, you let me know if that seems updated to me because he was like a normal development 75, 74, something like that at the beginning of the year. So definitely is updated, but I think he's deserving of even higher than an 81, dude. He's played lights out. So Grant Delpit, I think that's the offer we're most comfortable with. Don't want to pay him a safety of his caliber $10 million. He's only an 83 overall. Let's take a look at the rest of the class, because maybe that's where our money is best spent. Darnell Mooney's an interesting option. We do need a better second receiver. He's only 26. Doesn't want to be here, but he is 93 speed in star development. I don't really understand why he's star. I just don't. I always have felt like he's really overrated. Now, the Bears suck, but he's kind of overrated to me. Puka up to an 85 superstar development. He's just develops insanely well in this game for some reason. Okay, targeted here, Delpit and Mooney. Tyron Smith, not somebody I'm interested in. Who really wants to be here, I guess, is a better way to start. Brandon Stevens, 76 overall, 26-year-old, normal development corner. Could be a good depth piece. Do we have a punter? Ethan Evans. Yeah, we'll just ride with Ethan Evans. That's fine. Jose, love the Colts franchise. Big fan of AR5. Hey, bro, appreciate that, man. Yeah, dude. He's so much fun to play with, man. He's developed, like, into a freak. Like, when we first started that franchise, he was so frustrating to play with, like, throwing the football. But with his legs, man, it's always been there. And now he's actually developing into just, like, an absolute, like, weapon, bro. He's awesome. Really upset that he was injured in real life, man. He's such a fun player. Are a lot of pieces here, man. Like, Chris Barnes could be interesting at cornerback, too. 26 is kind of that age. Do we have a kicker? Thought we had Kaimi Fairbairn. No, we don't. We don't have a kicker. So, we did let our kicker go. We're going to offer a 4-year deal to Riley Patterson. All right, this is kind of a boring free agency, but we're going to sim here and then take a look at who's left over afterwards. We didn't get either of them. That's a bitch. Riley Patterson's going to come home. Okay, who's left? Who's left? Damn, dude. It's just so hard in free agency when someone doesn't want to come play for you. They really bought into, like, we're going to make it extremely hard. Now, Rashid Shaheed's still here, 26 years old, 79 overall. As a wide receiver 3 behind Tutu Atwell, I feel good about it, man. I feel really good about him coming in, and being a good third wide receiver. We need weapons. Fine with that. Didn't replace John Johnson with Delpit, so now we're in a bit of a trickier position. It sucks, man. Chris Barnes is still here. 26 years old, really wants to play here. We don't have a good second linebacker at all. Big need for us. I'm fine bringing him in. And then we can just hang on to the rest of our money. I think we're really overpaying Rashid Shaheed. Gonna bring that way down. Like $1 million a year. We're still... Oh, no. Falcons are paying him a ton of money. I mean, is $9 million per year put us in the lead? No, it does. How much are the Falcons paying him? We're just going to withdraw our offer. We're not going to be able to get him, dude. It's not going to happen, but we will get Chris Barnes, I think. Did get Chris Barnes. Okay, so kind of an underwhelming free agency 1, but our team's just so bad, nobody wants to come play here. So Chris Barnes and Riley Patterson. We got a kicker for the future, and we got a better linebacker, too. We got a good young linebacking core, and that's pretty much going to be it, man. I mean, let's take a look and make sure we didn't miss anything, but I think that is it for year 1. Now, still need a receiver potentially in the draft. The morale is awful. Kyron Williams is playing -4 right now for morale. Good God. Need a tackle here. Need to replace Rob Havenstein as well. Need a tight end really, really badly. Need a quarterback. Need front seven. Middle linebacker is pretty okay, but they are normal development. Byron Young's here. Aaron Donald is going to be on the move for multiple first-round picks after this year, probably. We just couldn't afford it. We were going to take a huge cap hit in year one. So, Jose said, Colts need a draft or assign elite wide receiver for AR. Pittman sucks IRL. Yeah, he's not the type of wide receiver that's like going to take over a game, but I think he is pretty good, man. He's just not like jump off the screen elite. He's a good guy. They need more help. Josh Downs has actually been pretty good this year, but they could use help at receiver for sure. But I think they just need time to develop and get into rhythm with AR5. Like Alec Pierce, Josh Downs, Michael Pittman. Like, it's not a bad wide receiver core. There's definitely worse ones in the league, I'd say. But they could probably benefit from a stud. So John said, okay, this is a name. Denario Rudd. Denario. I like that one. Let's go to the draft. It is NFL draft time, man, and we got some decisions to make. I don't think this is the draft we get a quarterback. Want to take a look and see if any of the contract situations have changed for us. Like, is this where we move Donald? Is this where we move Stafford? Like, do we want to trade one of our picks for an existing quarterback? You know, like, let's take a look at the salaries. Things changed in the offseason big time. So we'd save a ton of money by moving Aaron Donald. Only has 1 year remaining on his deal coming into next year. Big penalty for moving Havenstein. How about Matt Stafford, bro? Good God. It's not an option. Still not an option. Might be an option next year, but not an option this year. We are going to start the draft. Almost simulated the draft. That would have been a nightmare. Now, viewing our draft board, man, don't really think we went through and favored everybody, and that was kind of my mistake. I always do that, and I forgot this time. So we're just going to be extremely, extremely careful. Instead of favorites, we're just going to watch our guys. So physically, Dwight Reed was great speed, does have elite jumping, great strength, and good acceleration. Looks to be pretty good. Now, is he worthy of the number 2 overall pick over a Sheldon Yates? I just don't know enough about Sheldon Yates. And with decent strength, he was the 19th bench press tackle at his pro day and 35th in the NFL Combine, man. Strength matters a ton. And I'm not so sure about that. So that's kind of where we're at, man. We're obviously not going to trade up to number 1, so we will allow the Commanders to make this pick, and then that might make our decision a little bit easier. So let's advance to the next pick. The Commanders, number 1 overall, they do take Dwight Reed. Okay. He was not projected in mock drafts to go number 1, I don't believe. I think they were projecting, who was it? Doug Herrick, the last time we checked, was projected. So let's take a look at the later picks. Might affect who we end up going with now. Now, Brian Smith is worse than his projection right now. Some of these guys are real bad. Potential undrafted free agents in the middle rounds. Good God. Now, Ethan Grant, dude. A block shed, a pursuit, a tackle out of Michigan State in round 1. Great speed, good strength still. A block shedding, A tackle, A to B awareness, B finesse moves with A power. This guy looks unreal. Looks like a very, very good player. And we may be able to get him with our second pick, which means maybe we do take a shot on that tackle. It's a big position of need for us. Even Rob Havenstein's leaving, so we need 2 tackles over the next couple years. How far down the board? Ethan Grant's at 12. And we pick again at, like, I think around there. I think 12. Around 12, actually. So, bear with me, but we have a tough decision to make now. Do we want to take a shot on Sheldon Yates, 22 years old, out of Oregon? We don't know his run or pass block. He's not the strongest guy. Does have good speed. Good pass block power. Don't know his pass block finesse or his pass blocking. Not a good lead blocker. It doesn't really matter at tackle. But B, run block power. So he's a power blocker, obviously. But B to D, run block finesse, and A to C, run block. Like, if that's C, pass block, C, run block, he's a bust, and we take him at number 2 overall, we're going to be sick. Now, Nick Gray here. Elite speed. Ran a 4.54 at his pro day. Has great strength as well. Good acceleration. A, awareness. A to B, catching. B to C, block shed. A, finesse move. B, power move. A, hit power. B, pursuit. I mean, like, we could take a pair of stud edge rushers to pair with Byron Young. And that's kind of my dilemma, though, is Byron Young is already developing. So do we really need to take 2 outside linebackers in the same draft? The thing is, though, I just don't know if there's any other tackles that I'm, like, crazy about. Starks has a brother. Like, definitely not Jason Redding. Don't know enough about Cody Winter either. B, run block. A to C, pass block. Seems to be pretty well-rounded. Did well on the bench press. But not really good run blocking stats. I don't want to piss away our top pick on a bust immediately. If Sheldon Yates ends up being a bust, it could be catastrophic. Now, not to say we can't come back from it. Does have great change of direction, but doesn't have a single elite trait. Now, I think Nick Gray could also be very good, and he's got a very interesting build at 6'5", 237. He's a really well-rounded pass rusher with elite speed. We need help everywhere, man, and Nick Gray seems like he could be a great answer. It's Nick Gray or it's Sheldon Yates at this point for me, but I do think we're also going to be in a position to take Ethan Grant, and Ethan Grant looks very, very good. Very, very good. Not as fast. Still pretty fast. Good. Very similar, honestly, to Nick Gray. Does have much worse injury, but seems very, very similar to Nick Gray. There's just something about Nick Gray that is speaking to me, though. So, okay. Do we take a shot on what is guaranteed? Now, Sheldon Yates could end up being very, very good. But I just don't know enough about him to pick him confidently. And so I am going to go with outside linebacker Nick Gray, 22 years old, out of LSU. Physical player, delivers bone-crushing hits. Savvy defender with ball in the air. Has a motor that runs hot. Often looks to rip the ball from runners. Shows good discipline. Loves to utilize spin move. Swift overarm move. And will utilize... I mean, he has every single trait you could want. Every single one. 6'5", 237 is a way, way small for an outside rusher. but I think he's going to be great. Nick Gray, welcome to the Rams. In development, 86 speed, 87 acceleration. He is joining the squad, stepping in, and we are going defense first, man. Take our studs when they're guaranteed. And actually, wait. The Cardinals, we must have gotten the Texans pick because we pick in 2 more picks. We're up in 2 picks. And we're going to take a chance that tackle falls to us, man. So we're going to go to the next pick. Doug Herrick goes to the Buccaneers. And now the Raiders up on the clock. They're taking the quarterback. And now we got another decision. Don't pick again until the top of the 2nd round. We've got Sheldon Yates here. He has now fallen a full pick down to us. And is this a sign that this is our tackle of the future? Or is this a sign that he's a bust? Now, we did trade for this pick. So, essentially, this is our Cooper Kupp pick. So, it ends up busting. Pause. We traded him for nothing, essentially. Is one way to look at it. Now, Ethan Grant looks great. Do need help at receiver. Really need help at corner. But I don't really think there's many worth taking. This guy doesn't look good. Terrell Rudolph down the board looks very good, though. B zone, A man. Good speed, elite agility. Only ran a 4.5 40, though. Oh, C awareness. Oof. Okay, wanted to see speed better there. Now, this is a man-to-man corner with B zone coverage here. 21 years old out of Penn State. Good speed, elite excel, elite agility, elite change of direction at 4.4. This could be a guy worth taking in Dom Graham. Other than that, I don't really think there's anybody worth much. Is there a safety? Keith Bibbs. Welcome Jabari Gillislee to the Giants. He's a right guard, but he's 6'5", 314 from ASU. Okay. He's so big. 6'5", 314. That actually sounds like a pretty standard guard size. That's a big boy, though. Now, any of these safeties that jump off the page to me, not really. Starts around 1 to 2. There is a round 1 hybrid safety, Tremont Johnson. Great speed, but doesn't look great other than that. A hit power on Brian Lamb. 21 years old out of Washington with elite strength. There's a couple of safeties with elite strength, apparently. Okay. All right, I know we're dragging through this draft, but we have the number 5 overall pick, man. We are going to see if there's a trade down opportunity. I'd be comfortable trading down a couple of picks to go get Ethan Graham. Just don't know how far any offer would be. Trade back to 15. Also pick up a 3rd this year, a 6th, and a 7th. That's not enough. 10 picks for a 3rd, a 6th, and a 7th. You got to give me way more than that, bro. You got to be kidding me. We're going to go balls to the walls, man. I feel like anything's going to be better than Note Boom. So we are going to take Sheldon Yates. Yes, number 5 overall is a very risky pick. And I do think Ethan Grant could be an amazing player. But we already have... I mean, Ethan Grant could move down to defensive end. That is another thing. We could take 2 edge rushers. Let me look at his traits. He has amazing traits as well, dude. Not good acceleration, which is something I usually look for with my outside linebackers, but he looks more like a classic end. and has good block shedding with good power moves, good awareness, good tackling, good hit power. I think since we're holding on to Stafford, this may be the year that we try to develop our defense. And so I know that I may be reaching, and maybe Sheldon Yates is the tackle that we want. But I'm all in on the defense. I'm reaching. I'm taking Ethan Grant out of Michigan State, come to Papa, and our defensive end of the future. Hidden development, 84 speed to go along with 78 strength and 85 acceleration, 83 agility. And he's going to fit right in to defensive end right next to us, man. And now Aaron Donald is tradable. We would save a ton of money. And now I'm wondering, could we trade back up to number 6 and take that tackle as well? Now, Aaron Donald to the Texans. Can they afford it? They can't afford it. Doubt it, but we'll see. Done deal. Aaron Donald to the Texans gets us number 6 and their second-round pick this year. And he's on the move, man. And that's a one-year rental deal for the Texans. Gets us number 6. I thought there's no way that goes through. And we're going to be in a position to take Sheldon Yates. Now, this is a risky pick, but one I'm okay with. We just moved on from Aaron Donald, a game wrecker, but one that's a rental deal at 31 years old. He had to go, and we're cleaning house. And Sheldon Yates is our tackle of the future. Welcome to the Los Angeles Rams. Hidden development, 84 strength, not great, but 77 acceleration at tackle's crazy. And he's going to slot in at left tackle right away. And Havenstein will be out after one more year. And then we're really starting to rebuild this team. 3 picks inside the top 5, and it really didn't cost us all that much. We just got rid of aging players and picked up a bunch. So we're going to advance to the next user pick. Go to round 2, pick 2, and see. We're at round 2, pick 2 here, man, and we have a couple of picks in the next few ones, and we have a bunch of opportunity to take the best player available. Like, we need help everywhere, pretty much. Offensive line is starting to come together. Took 2 elite pass rushers. I'd be very interested in getting a good safety or a better receiver, a good defensive tackle even. Andrew Bryson doesn't really look like the answer. Larry Cage actually doesn't look bad. A, catch in traffic, B, release. Solid speed, does have elite jumping and great strength. Had the number 1 vertical jump and the number 1 bench press. A, awareness, A, spec catch and catch in traffic. Larry Cage. That is an insane name. That's Nick Cage's son, Larry Cage. John said Enrique Fox isn't a DT with B block shed. He has great speed and change of direction, solid strength. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Ben Woods here. B finesse move, B power move, run stopper with C to F block shed. Ooh, Gerald Lamb. We didn't look at centers really, but A impact block, B pass block, A run block with A to C awareness. Not the craziest athlete, but does have great change of direction with solid speed. Like, centers don't really have to be great, but what's his strength like? Good strength. Gerald Lamb could be our next pick. But right now, I'm actually leaning Larry Cage. We don't have a big body receiver. Also could go Edward Goodwin out of West Virginia. But I think Larry Cage just seems better, and his name is insane. Brian Lamb was the slow safety we looked at. Marquise Ashmore doesn't look very good. Tremont Johnson has fallen for good reason. We need help at receiver. We weren't able to sign a third one. We didn't offer Rashid Shaheed. We don't have much going on there. He's 22 years old out of South Carolina. Has only trait he has is needs to work on simple concentration drops as the only trait that we don't like. But that's fine. He's an elite jumper. Not the fastest. Probably going to be 88, 89 speed. Something like that. But insane physical stats. His jumping is going to be out of this world. He's a 41-inch vertical. And bench 24 reps on the bench. At 6'4", 232, man. We're bringing in Larry Cage to the Los Angeles Rams. Let's go. Normal development, but does have 95 jumping with 89 speed, 86 change of direction, 86 agility, and 90 acceleration. I'm happy with Larry Cage there at the top of the second round, giving our receiver room some more depth. And now we're going to be up in a couple picks here. Ben Woods goes, DT out of Oregon, someone we considered. And then Andrew Burney is taken. Okay. Now, Dom Graham was a corner we looked at. B press, B zone, A to C man coverage, and he's a man guy. Elite acceleration, elite agility, and elite change of direction. Had a crazy cone drill. Still ran 4.4. C awareness is something I'm not crazy about, and C play rec. So I feel like he could end up being meh. 6 foot 183, 21 years old. Or we could go Gerald Lamb. We could also look at Enrique Elam. B block shed, B power moves, B tackle, A to C finesse move. Good traits, good speed, good strength, and elite jumping. I don't really care about jumping. Great acceleration. B's across the board for Enrique Lamb. Kevin Hunter looks like a pretty good running back too, but not really our position of need. It's probably going to either be one of these three guys. It's going to be Dom Graham, the corner, Gerald Lamb, the center, or Enrique Elam, who we did just pull out. Pause. We did just pull out Aaron Donald out of our lineup. So I'm tempted to take Enrique Elam. Now, Gerald Lamb, I feel like offensive line here. Let me think about who we have. Who's at center for us right now? Our left tackle is our new guy here. Left guard is Avila. Then our right guard is Dotson, I believe. So then at center, it says we have C+. So maybe, I mean, you can never have too many interior offensive linemen, but I just feel like the bigger need, D at left end, A+ at right end, but they haven't registered that Aaron Donald is gone. So I think Enrique Elam is probably the smarter pick here. Could end up being worse than Gerald Lamb, though. I will say that. Dom Graham is probably somebody that we need more. I mean, corner is D. Like, we are bottom of the barrel at corner. C catching and C awareness is never great. It's a low awareness rating, means he's probably going to be a low overall C to F injury. We're not going to take him. I'm going to go Enrique Elam here. I feel like he's just the better athlete, has good traits. Good get off, just very well-rounded player, and we're going to continue to build. John just drafted Enrique Fox, and I just drafted Enrique Elam. Welcome to the Los Angeles Rams. Enrique Elam, 81 speed, 85 strength, 86 acceleration to go along with 84 jumping, the 21-year-old power rusher out of Louisville. We are just drafting front seven guys over and over and over. Now, next user pick is going to be at number 12, up in 6 picks. We may have a chance to take one of the guys we were just debating on. Dom Graham and Gerald Lamb are both here. That rhymed. Didn't mean to. Do need a tight end really badly, too. We haven't really looked at tight end yet. Usually a very deep position. This doesn't look to be a good tight end class, though. I will say that. I think we're going to hold off here at tight end. And now at number 12 here in the second round, I think maybe we pull the trigger on Dom Graham. Either that or Matthew Palmer, this defensive tackle. Good speed, good strength, great acceleration. Looks to be very well rounded. How about Derek Scott? How's he compare to Dom Graham? Faster, much faster. B to D awareness, B zone coverage, B to D man coverage. I think he's a much, much better athlete, probably from a speed standpoint. Not as agile. Is 6'1", 188. Dom Graham is 6'1". So they're very, very similar. We're going to take a shot on Dom Graham out of Penn State, 21 years old. Even if he sucks, he's got time to develop. Hidden development. There we go. 96 change of direction. Wow. That's one of the highest change of directions I've seen in a corner this year. 86 jumping, 92 agility, and 94 acceleration. Dom Graham looks to be a money pick, and we are crushing this draft. We have only had one normal development player through this entire thing in the receiver Larry Cage, I believe. So now we are advancing to round 3, pick 2. Let's go. Couple of third-round picks here as well, and a bunch of players falling, including Andrew Bryson and Kenny Porter. Now, oh my God, we've got a Amani Hayward. We've got a defensive tackle, 6'5", 299 out of Wisconsin. B finesse move, A power move, and B tackling with great speed and great strength. Good jumping, good change of direction, great agility. B awareness, B finesse move, A play rec, A power move. It's Amani Hayward, and I'm not even debating about this. Amani Hayward looks to be the best player available by a mile right now. I don't think it's particularly close. We need a defensive tackle, and he's just that. Amani Hayward has normal development, which is fine. He's got 91 strength. Awesome. He is joining the Los Angeles Rams. We are building a stud front seven, man. The defense is going to be much, much better this year. Advance a couple picks, and we've got another pick, man. It's our last one in these top 3 rounds before we advance to the 5th round, so we got to make it count here. Now, Jeremy Oldham does have a catch in traffic, 23 years old, out of Iowa. Elite strength here. A catch in traffic. Other than that, route running is pretty bad. Spec catch is bad. Does have pretty good traits. 6'6". So let's just look for best player available at this point. Okay. AJ Knight, this power back, has A break tackle, A carrying, A to C catching, B to D ball carrier vision is not great, but good speed, good strength, great acceleration. A trucking as well. I'm intrigued by AJ Knight. And there's nobody else that's really blowing my mind. Tony Mathis, not great. I think it's going to be AJ Knight, man. I do. I think, okay, well, what about Jay Callahan, actually? Hold on. This corner here, A press, B zone. He's a zone corner. Only solid speed. Solid speed. Does have B block shit. Just a really weird player. Are there any decent corners left? Probably not. We're really late in the draft. Jay Callahan probably would be the last. Next offseason is going to be the one. I think this pick has to be AJ Knight. We're going to build our running back depth, and AJ Knight, 22 years old out of Iowa, is joining the squad. Hidden development, 91 speed, 92 acceleration, 89 agility, 78 change of direction is very bad for a skill player, but he should be a big-time north-south guy, punch it in the end zone kind of guy. And now we are going to the 5th round. See if maybe we can pick up a late-round stud here. We've done that a couple times in these rebuilds. Okay, I'm interested in anything. I mean, honestly, usually the strengths are offensive linemen, outside linebackers this late. Looking for anything. There's a pass coverage linebacker with A zone coverage. Pretty much terrible at everything else. Okay. How about Willie Perkins? We did already draft a physical receiver. He doesn't look very good at all. Marginal speed on this safety. You got to be kidding me. Jose Moody ran the fastest 40 time for a free safety in this entire draft. 4.46 speed. C awareness, does have A to C zone coverage. It's probably not good, but it's day 3 in the 5th round. I'm taking a shot. 89 speed, 91 excel. Maybe he can be a role player. Who knows? And we're just going to advance to the end of the draft, man. See how we did. John said, normal Deb, 86 speed on a tight end. I will take it. Yeah, it's not bad, dude. Checking in on the Alabama-Georgia game. Georgia down 20-10. Oh, my gosh. But they are in striking distance. Here we go. Still time to answer. Okay, draft recap, boys. Oh, baby. Nick Gray, a 78 overall. Ethan Grant, a 75. Sheldon Yates, a 75. Larry Cage, 74. Enrique Elam, 72. But Dom Graham was a 76 overall. Imani Hayward, 74. And AJ Knight, the running back, was a 75. So we crushed this draft. Absolutely crushed it. Absolutely crushed it. Now, the moment of, I guess, let's see. Did we miss out on anybody generational? No. Best player was the quarterback, Clark DePofi. That's a bit frustrating because we needed a quarterback. 79 overall. Looks very good. And we had a chance to take him. Superstar development, man. Would have loved to have him, but I just feel like we addressed a bunch of positions of need. And now we're going to move a couple of guys around in our depth chart and get this defense and this offense looking right here. AJ Knight will be the starter moving forward. Sheldon Yates slotting in to left tackle. Yeah, I mean, Brian Allen, 28, but we probably should have taken that center when we had the chance. But I like Cage. He's a big-time upgrade over Skoranek at wide receiver 3. And, oh, man, Stafford is regressing really, really hard. Down to a 76 overall. He'll be even worse by the end of the year. And we definitely need a tight end. But we do have now, it looks like they drafted a hidden development middle linebacker. Interesting. Okay. He's going to go up to linebacker, middle linebacker 3, my bad. Okay, so we do have Ethan Grant is going to slide down to right end was kind of my thought process. And then we're going to have literally 4 young guys everywhere. Ethan Grant was a 75, I believe. Now a 76 right end. Elam a 72. Nick Gray is a 78, and then Byron Young is a 79, dude. I mean, we've got 4 young guys. Then we've got Dom Graham, instantly our number 1 corner. Safety is rough. Russ Yeast and Jordan Fuller. So need to address defensive back heavily. But I think our front 7 is honestly pretty set. Amani Hayward in the middle. Normal development, but still looks very good. I mean, we didn't even look at these guys, so let's take a look. 91 strength and 81 power move as a rookie. Amazing. Took him in the 3rd round, I believe. AJ Knight, the running back, we took in the 3rd round. 91 speed, 92 excel, 91 carrying, 86 trucking, 89 agility. Looks very, very good, man, for a 3rd round pick. How good is Sheldon Yates? This is kind of something I was worried about. We were kind of nervous about taking him. 84 strength is not terrible. It's really not terrible. 85 pass block is amazing. And 82 pass block power, 78 pass block finesse. The run blocking is not very good, but he's a great pass blocker with 98 injury and 97 stamina. He should stay healthy to protect our quarterback of the future once we get him. Defensively, Nick Gray is a 78. He was the star of the show. Number 2 overall, we took him. 22 years old out of LSU. 86 speed and 88 excel. 84 finesse move as a rookie with 82 hit power, 79 tackles, 77 pursuit. Man, he looks good. 79 injury, not great. That tackle is 97 injury. So he's like never going to get injured versus you see Nick Gray 79 injury. Dom Graham, 91 speed, 80 man coverage right off the rip with 96 excel, and he had 96 change of direction, you guys remember. Only 74 zone, and 58 tackling is not very good, but he's more of a coverage guy. Big-time man coverage guy. Ethan Grant, out of Michigan State, number 5 overall. He's got 84 speed, 85 excel, and 81 power move with 78 block shed, 78 strength, 79 tackle. He looks very, very good as well, dude. I mean, all these guys look great. We smacked the draft. We're going to be so much better. Can't wait to see all their development traits as well. Enrique Elam, only a 72, was the worst of the bunch. Still very good, though. 81 speed, 85 strength, 86 excel. More of a traditional defensive end. And, yeah, that is your class. Still a lot to do, but let's get into training camp heading into year 2. Probably get through this next season, and then we will probably be getting off and ending the stream. I'll probably do the rest sometime this next week. So fans, to the preseason and get into training camp. I'm going to go get some more water real quick. I will be right back. All right, man, we're back. Marcus, what's going on, dude? What are these emojis, man? I can't even tell what that is, but appreciate you joining the stream, brother. I hope you're having a good night, man. We are in year 2 now of the Rams rebuild. A ton of draft picks, probably our most heavy draft start to a rebuild of our entire rebuild series, man. Now 5 teams in, and we're heading into training camp in year 2. Ton to be excited about here, but still need to address quarterback here in this upcoming draft. I expect us to be pretty bad. Stetson Bennett's already 26. He's a 63 overall, just nothing there. Might start him, but do want to get AJ Knight involved. He is -3 overalls, but has 2 years of youth on, what's his nuts? He has 2 years of youth on Kyron Williams. So, oh man, got to break that tackle. Get a block. We are fighting. Jeez, that took a minute. It's people hugging. Oh, Marcus sad. Marcus, why are you sad? Don't be sad, Marcus. This is a place where people are happy. What's going on, man? You all right? Did your team lose? What? Dude, can't convert this, man. This drill is going piss poor. We're gonna have to restart. Dude, Kyron Williams is blocking like an asshole. Not meant to be a fullback by any means. It's all good, Marcus. Appreciate you joining the stream, dude. Dude, we gotta break tackles, please. Kyron, block, please. I don't think we're gonna be able to get gold here. I don't know how. We got a chance at gold if we score here immediately. You dumb asshole. Block your Dude, what are these block attempts? We're trying again. It's AJ Knight. He's got to get his rookie snaps. Jesus, man. Figure it out. Oh my God. Kyron cannot be a fullback. You guys watching the Alabama-Georgia game, man? Alabama just scored. Guys, Georgia is at risk of losing their first game in a couple of years. This is crazy. Marcus, you got nothing to be sorry for, bro. You're all good, man. Oh. Oh, wow. Wow, how do we get tackled there? How? 21 seconds for glory. Big time block from Kyron. Here we go. Cross at 15. Big time block. Here we go. Cross at 10. There we go. Got a chance. Got a chance here. Got to score quick. We got life. Good block from Kyron. Off to the races. Got to score here. Got to score here. Give me a block, Kyron Williams. Around the edge. Knight to the house. Gold. Come on, baby. Sound the alarm, man. And if you guys like the stream, man, I appreciate you guys, everyone that's in here and stop by. Please make sure you drop a like, dude. It just really helps the algorithm and helps other people find the stream, man. So drop a like, and really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, Larry Cage, I think, is probably who I want to do wide receiver battle on, and then the second one will be on Puka. But Larry Cage, we want to try and develop him. Our big body receiver. The rookie, we drafted him in the second round. And I think he could actually end up being really good. Only a 74 overall, so nothing crazy. But for a second round pick, he's going to be a 75 overall. The second best receiver on our team by only like 2 overall points. Yeah. Continental Gamer. Yo, what's up, Dev? Sorry I'm late. Dude. No problem at all, brother. Appreciate you joining, man. How you doing? You having a good day? Continental, you just joining, bro. We did rebuild. We're rebuilding the Rams. I'm sure you can tell that now. Oh, Cage missed the catch. We're rebuilding the Rams, and we just finished year 1, and we absolutely drafted about 8 guys. So you're going to have to watch that back. We had an insane draft. We moved Cooper Kupp and Aaron Donald for picks, and it ended up being pretty insane. I will show you. I'll refresh you on the team after we finish training camp so you can catch up. But all right, Alabama up by 10 now on Georgia. It's 27-17 with 5:47 left in the game, man. Hopefully they can come back, man. Go Puka Nacua here. Want to develop him into an insane prospect. Got the feet down. Okay. Gold for Puka Nacua, man. Let's go. He's already developing insanely well, dude. He's going to be unbelievable. Now, trench battle. We have to choose the pass rusher we want to develop the most. We did draft Nick Gray, the 78 overall, and Ethan Grant, the 76 overall. Now, Ethan Grant is -2. I think I want to do Nick Gray. We think he is just a freak athlete, and he is. Absolute freak. And he has 84 finesse move right off the rip as a rookie. And we think that he could be the pass rusher of the future for this Rams team. So we're going to invest in him in training camp as a rookie, get his snaps revealed quicker. Can we get I'm getting jumped by a host of defenders here, or offensive linemen. They're chasing after me like spider monkeys. And I'm just going to skip it. Screw it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. It's Nick Gray time, baby. Just run away from it. That's how I break tackles here. Here we go. Avoid the leg breaker. And then spin off him. Evasive and gold for Nick Gray. Marcus, it's okay, bro. We're just playing Madden, buddy. We are just in training camp. Just trying to get people better. Okay. Now, in chase and tackle, we tried to get gold on this, and we got so damn close last time. I want to try again. And I want to try with Ernest Jones. We almost got it last time. We're going for it. Okay, Georgia quickly knocking on the door again of scoring range. Keeping things interesting here. We're going to get gold, I promise you. I promise you. We got him. Here we go. This drill is the most difficult thing on planet Earth. I promise you, there's nothing harder than achieving gold. Nothing. You gotta like dive at people. I've figured out that the easiest way to get gold on this is to launch off your. Oh my god! Come on, man. Dude, I mean, this is good, man. We're at ×4. How does he break that? Trip over the bag, please. Dumbass. There we go. Good tackle. Let's go, Ernest. There we go. Get stiff arm, though. This is blood tears, man. Huge shot. Jeez. How does he spin off that? Oh, my God. This is impossible. Okay, it's going to be bronze for Ernest Jones. This one did not go as well as the last attempt we had. Okay, see you, Marcus. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Okay, DB battle here, man. It's going to be Dom Graham, the rookie out of Penn State, the corner. Want to get him his rookie snaps. Hopefully get his development trait revealed pretty quickly here. Let's go. Fuck. How does he intercept that? There we go. Gotta try again. Why do we have so much trouble with that? Dom Graham is just a little bit too slow, I guess, at 91 speed. How can he not intercept that, bro? I'm literally all over him. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's burned. I just got cooked. All right, 4 plays left. We're almost to gold. Should be able to get this. There we go. Gold for Dom Graham, the rookie. Touchdown for Georgia, man. It's 24-27. 2:52 left in the ball game. Coming down right to the wire. Jeez. Let's go, baby. DB battle, man. It's almost impossible to get anything on this. I'm not even going to try. So that is it for your 2024 training camp here. We're heading into year 2, and we're going to advance to the regular season here, boys. Okay, year 2 now. And we are choosing the draft class. What are we going to have to work with here? A QB, a pair of QBs in the top 2. And it is a very strong QB class as we've got over 5 of them, it looks like, in round 1 alone. Like top 10 has 5 QBs. 3 inside the top 5. And that's exactly what we needed, bro. And we are going to go balls to the walls trying to draft a quarterback this year. We went all in on defense last year. That's got to be it. So we are going to start Stetson Bennett to put ourselves in the best position to lose. So let's upgrade some players here. Nick Gray gets an upgrade. He's going to be going up to an 80 overall as a rookie. He should get his development trait revealed pretty quickly here. Needs 47 more snaps. And then Dom Graham also gets an upgrade up to 78. Now, we need to get him better in zone coverage. He's got to be more well-rounded. So going up to a 78 overall is a huge upgrade for him. Only +1 zone, but does get a +1 Excel up to 97 Excel now. It's pretty unbelievable. One sec. What's everybody up to tonight, man? What do we got going on? Michigan game. Okay, Here we go, man. Let's hire and assign our scouts and make sure we are focusing on quarterback because our situation is much, much different than it was last year. So, let's fire all our scouts here and clean the slate. We also need to check the salaries, see who's on the move, as we are going to be making trades as needed and getting new players in. So, let's take a look at the quarterbacks. Obviously, the strength of the class by a mile. Now, Q is down further. Why do I always feel like Q is at the end of the alphabet? Is that just me? Come on, I know you guys are. I know you guys gotta agree. It's gotta be QB and tight end, man. I feel like probably our biggest needs. Now, let me just go back and look. Quarterback, wide receiver, and corner are the strengths. Now, we do need corners as well. So we will do. We're just going to do 3-star quarterback and corner. Is that possible? Doesn't look like it. Okay. 3-star quarterback, and we need a tight end, man. We need tight ends. Mostly only care about quarterbacks, so we are going to go after QBs. Don't think QB and wide receiver is even an option. It's 2-star wide receiver QB, but I want 3 stars, so that guy's going to go national. As far as West, it is free safety and quarterback and cornerback. We need quarterback and corner. We also need quarterback and safety. We'll do safety and quarterback for the West region. Now, as for Central, it is, again, quarterback and corner this time. So we'll do that for Central, and we'll do that 2 stars. If they've got it. Alabama puts the dagger on Georgia, and it's 27-24. Game over. No timeouts left. That's brutal, bro. Wow. Alabama just does not go away, man. They do not go away. And we got a 1-star quarterback and cornerback here. We're going to go for that in the Central. Northeast here. Strong safety and wide receiver. Go with that in the Northeast. Do need both of those, so here we go. Wide receiver and safety. And then Southeast quarterback and what looks to be outside linebacker. We're going all in on quarterback. Like, I want to know everything I can about all these quarterbacks. Do still need a 2-star, so one of these is going to have to get upgraded here. I think there is a pretty good middle linebacker. Just not sure if it's good in that region. So I guess what we'll do is this is quarterback and corner. I'm assuming that there's a 2-star. Any of the ones with safeties or safety quarterbacks be maybe the Central one. Yeah, there's a safety and a quarterback one that are West. So, fire this guy. Put this guy in the West. And then John Pollock, what a draft class. I was on fire, but I still need a QB, dude. Dude, I'm right there with you, bro. Are we doing the same rebuild? Because I feel like I am doing we need a quarterback also. We're going all in on all our scouts for quarterback right now. We need a 1-star quarterback here. Okay, we are going heavy on quarterback focus, boys, for these scoutings. We want to know everything about the 5 quarterbacks that are all inside the top 10. Brian Nichols, Eric Horton, Justin Thomas, Trevor Rudd, Sam Alexander. Who is the best? I want to know. And we're going to be in a position to have our pick of the litter, man. It's exactly what I'm going to make this team into. John says, I have Tyrod Taylor as a starter. Keep the doctors away. Yeah. Start as a starting, keep the doctors away. Yeah, dude. He got fucked by that doctor that one time when he played for the Chargers. Put a needle in his lung or whatever. That was crazy, but okay. I'm going to go check the contracts. Can anybody be moved? And can we move down now? Yeah, Drummond stepping in, the rookie. This team looks pretty good. Oh, Drummond. Are young corners injured? Dom Graham is injured for 1 game. That's a bitch. So we have no corners. Probably will be a bloodbath here. But let's see. Let's check out the salaries. Is anybody going to be traded right now? Huge penalties for everyone pretty much across the board. Savings. Matt Stafford's starting to get reasonable. But honestly, the thing is, it's a $20 million penalty now, but it saves us $50 million in cap next year. So it's a huge hit now, but it just may be worth it. Also, Joseph Noteboom would clear $10 million, $20 million next year, and we'd be able to break even. So I might move both of those guys right now to try and, make something happen, man. I mean, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt to do that with Stafford, but I think it's going to be worth it. Is there any interest at all in him? Probably not. And I don't even know if anybody can even afford him. There's nobody that wants him. I don't even know if there's anybody that can even afford him right now. We're in week 1. Everybody's got negative cap room. Besides the Patriots, they do need a quarterback. Also have Noteboom. There's no trade offers for this package. This clears, it says this clears $40 million. It's not taking into account the penalty. We are going to take a $20 million penalty cap hit, but I want to do this early while we have our rookies and not wait any longer. I'm fine with taking the risk. There's no shot they'll give us a first rounder for this, right? No. No. Can we get a young player maybe? They actually have John Johnson, who we traded to them, and he ended up becoming superstar development. Good God, man. What? Marte Mapu is interesting. He solves it. What the hell is this image? They just forgot to blur out the background to Marte Mapu. John said, my right side of my O-line is so big. Gillisley is 6'5", 314, and Neal's 6'7", 337. Dude, that's insane. Marte Mapu would be a filler, an immediate starter at free safety for us. This seems like a really good deal. We get something back. Can we also get a third? I mean, they probably won't even do this, but if they do, I feel like this would be a steal. We're clearing Matt Stafford and Noteboom off the books for next year, and then we're going to have Marte, Mapu, and Join along with a third-round pick. Oh, man, it's close. I think if we remove Marte, Mapu, we probably have a chance. Maybe a fourth-rounder? Oh, it's real close. Fuck it, I don't even need the pick, man. Just give me Marte Mapu. Done deal. Matt Stafford and Joseph Noteboom are going to the Patriots in exchange for strong safety Marte Mapu, man. We get a young stud safety, and we clear a ton of money off the books. We are taking a $22 million penalty for trading Stafford, but I think it's worth it because in the long run, we are going to save money. So Mapu is going to start at free safety. Now, who's a more true free safety, I guess? 80 zone coverage on Jordan Fuller. I think Mapu's also really slow from what I can remember, but he's a really good young player. 88 speed, 72 zone. So Jordan Fuller is a more true free safety. So he's going to move over to free. Yeast is going to move back to the bench. And our defense should actually be pretty decent this year. Should just be our offense that is probably really, really bad. It is unfortunate our receivers are probably going to be pretty bad. No. Our receivers are probably going to not get good stats because of how bad our offense is going to play. But at the end of the day, it's probably worth the sacrifice. So, heading into year 2 now, man, nothing else to do. Everybody's in position. Let's just advance to the midseason mark. We got 20 minutes left for glory, boys, and then I'm going to watch the Michigan game. We're 3-4 somehow. How is this possible? We have the number 6 pass defense in the league, even though we have nobody at corner. How? We have the number 31 scoring offense. It's really, really bad. Let's take a look at the draft. Dude, are you building you're building the fucking wall like you're in Game of Thrones, man. Okay. Brian Nichols looks to be the best of the bunch right off the rip. A field general quarterback, A medium, A short, A under pressure, and B deep. Great to elite throw power, great to elite strength. Still has good speed. This looks like our guy. We're probably going to hopefully be really, really bad down the stretch. Let's just go to quarterback. That's really all I care about in this draft. I'll trade everything to get our franchise quarterback. Sam Alexander, A to B deep, A short, A under pressure, C medium, 21 out of Nevada. Great to elite throw power and strength. Solid to good speed, a little bit faster. Great to elite change of direction. Great to elite acceleration. Improviser archetype. He looks good. Trevor Rudd as well. We just need to wait till we find out more about these guys. His throw power is a little less. I believe he has a scrambler archetype, actually. No, he's field general. He doesn't look too great. Justin Thomas is the scrambler. Okay, with great to elite throw power, great to elite strength, good to great speed, good to great jumping, great to elite change of direction, agility, and acceleration. Amazing athlete, only C awareness. So probably not the best overall of these guys, but still probably extremely good. Justin Thomas and Brian Nichols are my top 2 right now. I'm not too interested in Eric Horton, but he looks like he could have pretty good accuracies and good. He actually looks good too. Okay. I think the top 3 are the true top 3, although Sam Alexander also looks like he could be pretty good. So let's get the upgrades going. No, let's choose our scouting national focus. Obviously, it's going to be quarterback. And that should hopefully help us learn what we need to know. Who's actually a top 5 guy? Who's top 5? Who isn't? We are going to find out, man. And, yeah, I mean, why are we doing so good? We're going to be able to find out our development traits here as well. And Knight is superstar development. The running back that we took in the 3rd round is superstar development. Unbelievable. Somehow Yates has not had his development trait revealed as well. He's got to be close. Oh, he's got 11 snaps. Almost there. Tyler Starks is 77 overall. Speed rusher as a DT. It's really good. Okay. We're going to find out next week after this game for Yates. Moment of truth for the defense. Okay. Nick Gray is star development. That's kind of a bummer. Dom Graham is star development. Still don't know about Grant or Elam. Hopefully we get good news about them. So, wouldn't have expected. Okay, Knight is not the power back or the 3rd down back. He needs to be. The hell? Slot corner is Quentin Lake. Rush left end is Noah Gray. Hayward in the middle. I want Elam probably at number 2. And then Grant is also the 2nd rush right end. Sub linebacker is Jones. All right, yeah, this is how I want it. We're going to advance to the playoffs. We should be a pretty bad team. Actually, we're going to advance to next week and see what the development trade is for our tackle. Did lose 31-10 to the 49ers. No surprises. Show me superstar. Superstar development for Yates. Come on, baby, dude. That freaking, whatever the quarterback we draft will be drafted into a great situation, man. Great situation. He's going to have great receivers to throw to. He's going to have Yates at left tackle, Knight at running back. I mean, this team's coming together extremely well. We need a tight end, obviously. But that being said, let's advance to the playoffs. Okay, we finished 5-12. And where does that rank us as far as standings here in the NFL? That gave us the worst record. We will have the number 1 overall pick, and our pick of the litter man. And yeah, we will be able to take whatever quarterback we want. Do we know 100% about them? We focused on quarterback. Yes, we do, baby. And Brian Nichols is a top 5 true talent. Oh, baby. And that's why we looked, because look, Eric Horton is around 2 to 3. Trevor Rudd is around 3 to 4. Sam Alexander around 2 to 3. Awesome, dude. Justin Thomas around 1 to 2. We found out enough about all of them, and the only true top 5 talent was Brian Nichols, and he will be coming to the Los Angeles Rams. Come on, baby. Let's go. W's in the chat. Okay. Let's advance to the Super Bowl here. Upgrades. Nick Gray gets an upgrade here, and he actually went up to superstar development because he won Defensive Rookie of the Year and Linebacker of the Year as a rookie. As a rookie. Come on. All we do is develop speed rushers on this team, man. Byron Young propelled up to superstar development last year, and now Nick Gray, as a rookie, won Linebacker of the Year in addition. He gets a speed upgrade here. Oh my God. Up to 92 finesse move as a rookie, guys. I mean, come on. What a pick and what a player is Nick Gray. Unbelievable. And he looks incredible. Let's take a look at the other guys who we drafted. What were their development traits? Knight went down to back up again. Why do they do this? Morale is through the floor. Elam and Grant are both star. That's fine. Gray goes up +6. He was drafted as a 78, already up to an 84. And yeah, the team looks great. Quentin Lake in the slot actually went up to star development. How old is he? 25. Could be something there. Could be something there. Awesome stuff, man. We're going to have our franchise quarterback and more. So, I mean, we just feel great. Let's advance to the Super Bowl, the offseason, and we're going to be able to check out all the stats and awards in the recap. Okay, before we check out the awards, I want to go to the stats. Stetson Bennett was terrible. 3,100 yards, 13 touchdowns, 22 interceptions. He was the reason we went 5-12, and I love it. Rushing, Kyron Williams actually got more work than Knight because they benched Knight. I'm pissed. Receiving, Puka Nacua still gets 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns despite dog shit play from the quarterback. He will bounce back next year. The Cage able to get 700 yards and 3 touchdowns as a rookie. Tutu Atwell 42 for 520. Hunter Long had a couple grabs. And then Ernest Jones had 2 interceptions to go along with 121 tackles. Did he not get a development trade upgrade seriously for that? Oh, he did. He's up to star development now. Monster year. And then sacks. Nick Gray, 10 sacks. Byron Young, also 10 sacks. But Nick Gray also had 15 TFLs, 2 pass deflections, and one blocked kick. Wow. What a year for Nick Gray. Bunch of TFLs, though. Ethan Grant had 12. Hayward had 12. Elam had 12. Young had 10. And a bunch of sacks as well. Stuff to be excited about. Quentin Lake had 3 picks. Dom Graham had 3 picks. Pretty good stuff from the defense, man. Offense was dead last. But defense was middle of the pack. So it looks like we are progressing in the right direction. And 2024 season recap. Cowboys beat the Broncos in the Super Bowl. Dallas Cowboys and Trayvon Diggs is the Super Bowl MVP. Patrick Mahomes, regular season MVP. Nick Sirianni of the Eagles is your coach of the year. Rashee Rice, offensive player of the year. He won offensive rookie last year, so took the next step. Defensive player of the year is Aaron Donald for the Texans. We traded him, and that's fine. Offensive rookie of the year is Clark DePofi, the rookie quarterback from the Raiders, went number 1 overall. And defensive rookie of the year for us is Nick Gray. So the top 2 picks in the draft from last year. No, wait. Clark DePofi actually ended up going number 4, I think. So never mind. But 2 top 5 picks end up winning offensive and defensive rookie of the years. Awesome. Best name for the next draft. What is that? Jazir Carruthers? John, that's an awesome name, dude. Jazir Carruthers. That's wild. Okay. Now, going to re-sign players, man. We didn't really take a look at that at midseason mark. We were too excited about the quarterback, so let's see who's expiring. $161 million in cap room after moving Matt Stafford, man. We have a ton of money to work with because we cleared $50 million off our cap. It was worth taking the hit. Rob Havenstein will be gone, and we need a new tackle. Ernest Jones needs to be back. He's 25 years old, 81, did get a development trade upgrade. I'd love to lock him up on like a 4-year deal, and I'll even pay him like $300K extra. He's back. 4 years. Tutu Atwell, 78 overall, 25 years old. Also love to get him on like a 3-year deal. Great depth. He's back. Rob Havenstein, we're going to let walk. Ben Skoronek's going to walk. Bobby Brown, 70 overall, he can walk. No one else we're interested in. I think everyone else is going to walk. I'm really hoping that in free agency we can either find a stud tight end or a stud, or in the draft we can find a stud tight end, because we have absolutely nothing at tight end. Nothing. Okay. Time to sign some free agents here. And Tua is here, but we don't care. We got a top 5 QB to draft, so I do not care. Javon Holland is here. We need help at safety, and he really wants to be here. We always get him in almost all rebuilds. Wants a ton of money, and I'm here for it. It would be a massive upgrade over what we have. We've got the money to pay him. Why not pay him? Greg Newsome's also here. We got the money to pay him. Let's pay him. He doesn't want to be here. That's fine. We can overpay him. We have so much money to work with. We're number 1 for Javon Holland and number 1 for Greg Newsome. Now, I hope we don't get sniped. That is the risk we play. Now, Quinn Miners, 26 years old, 85 overall right guard. I want him. I want him a lot. Would be a big-time upgrade for our offensive line. Need a better center. Georgia lost by a field goal. Yeah, dude. It was brutal. Really wanted them to win. We are the leader on Quinn Miners. Also, JOK is here. We're fine at outside linebacker. James Daniels is here. Doesn't want to come play. Landon Dickerson also wants to come play for us. Oh my God, we could just go balls to the walls trying to put our Michigan number 1 tomorrow. Yes, sir, baby. Let's go. So right now we've offered deals to Landon Dickerson, Quinn Miners, Greg Newsome, and Javon Holland. We've actually fallen behind the Cardinals and the Texans for respectively for Javon Holland and Greg Newsome. Now, how is this? Where does this put us for Javon Holland? That puts us back in the lead. Greg Newsome, offer him a little bit more. Greg Newsome, we got to keep in mind, doesn't really want to be here, so he's got to be overpaid. That would vastly increase our DBs. I mean, Greg Newsome and Dom whatever's, I can't remember the guy's last name. Be a great upgrade, and then these linemen would just be big-time upgrades over what we have. And honestly, one of them will probably move outside to right tackle. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. These are the 4 moves I want to make right away. Let's see who else. We can only make one more move, so in the first round, I should say. So let's see what else we've got here. St. Just would be interesting on like a 2-year deal. Bunch of running backs in the running here. A 77 overall 23-year-old fullback. Interesting. Don't think I've ever offered a fullback, but I'm intrigued. 77 overall fullback is crazy. John, they just had to take care of business tonight versus Iowa. Absolutely, bro. I'm actually about to after free agency, I'm honestly about to go watch this game, honestly, because I got my hard cut off. So we are behind the Cardinals and the Texans. I don't want to pay the house to bring Javon Holland and Greg Newsome in, but I also don't want to be stingy, man. I think the most I would pay Javon Holland is like 18.5. I'll give him 18.5 million. That puts me in first. Greg Newsome wanted 12.3 on average. We'll pay him an extra 1.5 million. And puts us in third. Can afford to overpay. I mean, we really can. Right now, at this point in the rebuild. How much do we want to overpay by, you know? This would be way overpaying. To overpay him. That still only puts us in second place. To overpay him by... This is a $15.3 million deal a year for a corner. But he's really, really good. I think what we're going to do is we're going to offer him $15 million per year. I'm comfortable doing that because everyone else is on rookie deals right now. That's as much as I'm going to give him. If he wants to go elsewhere, otherwise that's fine. And that is going to be our offers, man. We are advancing. See what the damage is. We got Javon Holland, Miners, Dickerson, and Ballard. We did not get Greg Newsome, and that's fine. He was going to be way overpaid, and I wasn't comfortable doing it, I guess, you know. He signed a 4-year, $48 million. So we ended up signing for dirt cheap to play for. We offered him $4 million more per year and still didn't want to come play for us. So if that tells you everything you need to know, it should. Now, let's take a look at what else we could use. Could probably use his second corner in Benjamin St. Just then. Now, he's not as good, but he is good depth. I think that's going to be our guy. Got St. Just. Big free agency here. And John is 10-7 in the wild card with Tyrod Taylor. That is awesome, bro. But big time free agency moves. And we are setting up our team to just allow a franchise quarterback to step in and be amazing. Now, I think the move is going to be whoever can move over to right tackle seamlessly. And I think it's probably going to be Landon Dickerson, although he's like real strong. Kevin Dotson is more of a true interior. Quinn Miners, could he move over? 91 strength, more of a run blocker. He's very good. I do think I'm going to move Landon Dickerson over to right tackle. He's an 84 overall left guard. What is he at tackle? He's an 83, so he goes minus 1 overall to move to right tackle. I think that's just the right move. This team looks good. And it's going to put the quarterback in a position to step in and immediately be, you know, I mean, a big-time upgrade over Stetson Bennett, but just much better in general. Defensively, we got a bunch of big-time upgrades. Obviously, Gray and Young, but we do get the addition of Javon Holland. Now Fuller moving into more of a secondary position. He'll still play because we're going to put Mapu at sub linebacker probably. And then Graham, and I still want Graham at cornerback 1, but St. Just in is a huge addition to the secondary. And then specialists here. I want Mapu. We can do all that after the draft. So we're going to advance to the draft. I can't wait. We're going to sim to the draft. And then I'm going to draft real quick. We're going to move as quickly as we can through the draft. And then I'll go to the game, man. So I know I said I had a hard cutoff, but I don't want to wait. And I don't want to wait on drafting this quarterback. He's top 5 true talent. That doesn't happen often. And I'm excited. I want to take him. Okay. Time to start the NFL draft, man. And we're going to have the first overall pick. And we're not going to overthink this, man. We have an opportunity to take a generational quarterback prospect in Brian Nichols out of Oklahoma State, 23 years old. He's a true top 5 talent, elite strength with great throw power. Not a speed guy, but just is a great pocket passer that makes good decisions. Injury is awful, but hopefully he can overcome that with top 5 true talent, and we're taking him. Brian Nichols, welcome to the Los Angeles Rams. And he has 93 throw power. He has hidden development, 84 change of direction, 82 speed is still not bad, man. And 80 acceleration is not that bad either. So he's going to be able to still create a little bit with his legs. And now we're in advance to round 2, pick 1. Now, yeah, this top 5 quarterback is still here in the second round, proving how bad he just truly was. And there's a couple of prospects, including a couple of safeties here. Marco Fulton, A hit power, not very fast. F run block on this center. That's crazy. F run block. Tight end was our biggest position of need, I'd say. So is there any decent tight ends? There is Jamie Hilton. Vertical threat with good speed and good jumping. Decent skills. He's got a catch in traffic. Not much of a blocker at all. Not a good blocker. John, I thought that 3 on 3,785 yards was a 4. I thought you just said he threw for 4,000 yards. It's crazy. Let's look at Eric Rice, I guess, too. I mean, also Devin Richmond later on. Find someone extremely fast. He looks all right. Devin Richmond. Eric Rice looks like he could get okay. Elite strength, great speed. He had the fastest 40 times. So there's no elite speed tight ends in this draft. But he could be the answer. B break tackle, A awareness, A short route running, B deep, B pass block. I actually think we're going to take Eric Rice later. He's only 21 years old. Looks to have good traits. Round 3 to 4 talent. So I'm probably going to take him at the top of the 3rd round there. Now here is the question. What do we do? Could use a receiver. Could definitely use a corner. B zone, B man on Justin Tuck. Probably no relation to the Giants' historic pass rusher, Justin Tuck. The same name. Carbon copy. Yeah, there's Jamie Hilton. Could take 2 tight ends. That'd be pretty wild. Sean Overeem out of Oklahoma looks a lot better. Still not great, and we did just sign Javon Holland, so I don't really think that's a need for us. Only solid speed on Jeremy Richardson. Denard Parham. Dude, I need elite speed ever. There's nobody I like here, man. Really. I'm trading this pick. I'm trading this pick. There's nobody really that I like here. So we're going to trade this pick for potentially... Let's look for a team that's not very good. I'll take their first rounder next year. I can get a first round pick from the Ravens along with a third and a seventh for this pick right here. Yes, what? Even if they're one of the best teams in the league, that's still amazing value. Top of the third round here. Let's get that tight end, man. Eric Rice, tight end, 21 years old out of West Virginia, will be the newest pass catcher for the new rookie quarterback. Hidden development, 86 speed with 88 acceleration, 80 jumping, 77 strength. Looks very good. And he's going to be a great addition because we are just barren at the tight end position. We're going to go to the fourth round and see. Hopefully we can get some value. All right. Fourth round, round 4, pick 1. Who's here with any value? Artie Hodge, that's a name. Oh man, this looks brutal. Outside linebacker with A zone coverage. Elite speed. Elite change of direction. A zone coverage. Quentin Traylor. Here you go. There we go. You just look for athletes that can be good depth and good special teamers in the late rounds. That's usually my my preference. Make this pick and then we'll simulate to the end of the draft. Is Devon Richmond as A to C in multiple things? Good speed. Could he be our second tight end? A awareness, A injury. Welcome to the squad. Devon Richmond. No, 81 speed. But he's a good blocker, I believe. And we just need guys. We need guys to take up tight end spots. We let Hunter Long go. We traded Tyler Higbee. We have no one. And now we have 2. Okay. Moment of truth. How good was our top 5 quarterback draft recap? 80 overall. Brian Nichols was money. Oh, man. 80 overall quarterback is unbelievably good. He was the best player in the draft. Back-to-back years of a quarterback being the best player in the draft, by the way. Second was John Royals, the middle linebacker. And actually, it was this linebacker, Cole Hewitt, ended up being a top 10 player in the draft in the 3rd round. But Brian Nichols was absolutely worth the first overall pick. Let's check him out. Hidden development, 23 years old, 93 throw power, 90 short accuracy as a rookie. 89 medium, 77 deep, 77 under pressure, 78 play action, 78 throw on the run, and 81 awareness. Break sack, not great. And Injury is a 50. Oh my God. He's made of glass. Like literally, that is glass. That is the worst injury rating I've ever seen on a player. Okay, we'll see how often he actually stays on the field. Because yes, he's amazing, but he may never be on the field. He's got glass bones and paper skin like in SpongeBob. Good God. Now, the rest of the players we drafted, let's go take a look at them real quick. 73 overall for Eric Rice. Think that's pretty good for a tight end in the 3rd round. 21 years old too. Does have hidden development. 86 speed, 79 catching, 88 excel, 78 catch in traffic, 78 spec catch. He's got some stuff to be excited about. But like for example, 89 injury on Eric Rice. 50 injury on our quarterback, which means essentially I'm really glad we invested in that O-line, because if he gets hit, he's going to get injured all the time. Quentin Traylor, 65. Devin Richmond, 65. Really nothing after those top 2, and I'm okay with that, man. Great picks. We haven't had to trade. 2 years into this, we have not had to trade any picks. And after 2 years, we have taken this team up to an 82 overall now, man. We are similar in pat with the Miami Dolphins. That's pretty exciting. So that's going to be it for this one, boys. About to go check out the Michigan game and watch them kick some Iowa Hawkeye ass, man. Y'all go check out the game, man, and hopefully y'all enjoyed this. We will finish this rebuild sometime over the next week, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's sometime this week. I will let you guys know, so make sure to keep updated in the community section on the channel, man. I will be keeping you updated with everything I'm posting, and that's the best place to check on any news from me. That's where I communicate to you guys. So appreciate everybody stopping by. John, appreciate you, bro, and good luck with your Giants rebuild, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.